Gautier. Right now, Rob is just wild out about Gautier, so here he is now and tells us why.
Hey, good morning, Ansley. You are absolutely right. And hey, my little friend, you have got to start saying Gautier. That's how they say it. And then my man Jeremy sat down and he said, well, I say Gautier. And I had to correct him. The mayor is already here. Mayor was laughing at him, but nonetheless, I digress. We're talking a lot of fun stuff about the beautiful Gautier area, however you say it. Hey, look, it's down here in Jackson County. You can't miss it. We are at Delo's Heavenly Coffee, and right now we're talking to Jeremy Edwardson, project leader for the Gulf Coast National Wildlife Refuge Complex. I had to have a card. I can remember a lot of things, man. That was just a lot to say. Jeremy, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thanks for the invite.
Absolutely. Jeremy, you know, this is all the cities. We know about the flagship city where your ship comes in, blah, blah, blah. Not to make light of it, but this is known as Nature's Playground. Sure. I was just told by Paige Roberts from the Chamber why it's called Nature's Playground. She lives right around the street, right around the corner. I was today old when Nature's Playground represents the multitude of wildlife y'all have over here.
Right. Yeah, so I'm with the Gulf Coast National Wildlife Refuge Complex, and so specifically here in Gautier, it's at the Mississippi St. Hill Crane National Wildlife Refuge is one of the refuges here, and so it was established for the Mississippi St. Hill Crane in the 1975, and so that's one of the most endangered birds in the world, actually. So,
just out of curiosity, a sandhill crane, why is that so endangered?
Right, so this area, you know, obviously as development and everything else has come, so okay. That's great, but also has an impact on some of the wildlife too. So part of that was changing the landscape a bit, and so historically this area was envision it wide open savanna, a few trees here and there, and kind of grasslands as far as you can see. And so that's what the Mississippi St. Hill crane really likes, but with the changes of the landscape and everything too, it impacted the species. But now with the establishment of the wildlife refuge and partnerships with the local communities and towns and everything too, we're actually celebrating the species, and it's on its way to recovery too.
You know, that's lovely. I'm over in Biloxi, Harrison County. And of course, we know about the least term refuge and all that they have along the beachfront. I never heard about the sandhill cranes, the refuge they have going down here. But that's you know, nature is so beautiful. We've got to try to preserve them, especially when we're pushing them out of their natural habitat.
Right. Yeah. It's you know, there's a place for everything, and then so the establishment of the wildlife refuge helps celebrate areas where people can actually come and enjoy seeing the wildlife too, protecting certain species as well. And so it's a neat place for people to come and enjoy. And then we are actually able to implement some great wildlife habitat management too, using tools like prescribed fire and invasive species management. And so that helps with you know, a variety of aspects. And so we also have several trails available in the area for people to utilize. There's a visitor center up where we're at too, just north of the interstate and off of exit 61. Mm-hmm. So it's options for people to come and visit too.
You know, again, lots happening in the city of Gautier. I love the fact that there's actually a specific project to protect these animals and wildlife, knowing that we do impede into their homes, so we've got to do something to preserve them. What else do y'all do down here in South Mississippi, the Jackson County area?
Sure, that's great. I'm glad you asked. So not only do we have the Mississippi St. Hill Crane National Wildlife Refuge, but just down the road on the Mississippi-Alabama border, there's Grand Bay National Wildlife Refuge, and so that's another wildlife refuge where established for protection of the landscape and the habitat for a variety of species, and not only for wildlife and plants, but for people to enjoy as well.
Okay.
So.
Well, Jeremy, man, look, I told you it goes by really fast, right? That was 5 minutes right there, or close to it. Jeremy, thank you for coming out this morning. I appreciate that. Thank you for educating me as well as our viewers about the wildlife crane, about the conservatory that y'all have going down here, and why it is important to live in harmony with these creatures.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thanks again, my man. I appreciate it. Folks, here we are at Delo's Heavenly Coffee House, Heavenly House of Coffee, reporting live from where you live, from Gautier. I'm WXXV News 25's Rob Knight.